The Earth Pulse Sleep on Command. Is it a scam, or is it really an effectual anti-aging sleep machine? I have been using it myself for 3.5 years and have a lot of experience. And I'll do far more than just tell you my experience with it. I'm going to take you to the actual scientific evidence that backs up this device. There are people on the internet, but they're a very small minority that have some gripe. I'll even take you there and show you really what the real answer is concerning this really amazing product that has multifaceted anti-aging benefits, as well as it is very effective against insomnia to pull certainly most people into a deep sleep. The first thing I need to share with you is my own experience with it. When I first got this device, and I should be showing it to you right now while I'm talking too. Here it is. I have it on alert mode right now. This is on alert mode, which keeps you really alert with this particular frequency. It's a square wave that this uses, which is by far the most superior wave, pulsed electromagnetic wave, compared to many other pulsed electromagnetic field devices that do not use this superior wave. When I first received this device, which has, by the way, a 90-day money-back guarantee, I noticed that I had a multitude of dreams, far more than I normally do, particularly towards the latter part of the morning. And to me, this was a great blessing. I enjoyed the dream, most of the dreams. I suppose some people could have lots of nightmares, but it meant that I was getting that REM sleep, the really deep sleep, which has such really good benefits to one's health. The other thing I noticed was what happened to me when I was doing my workouts. I'm very good in the stomach area, so I would press forward with my chest to push down all these plates, and I would always put it at the very bottom plate. And I could do 40 reps. Now that's a lot. I didn't see anyone else that was able to do that there. But when I got the Earth Pulse, after using it for a week and a half, it went up to 60 reps from 40 reps and stayed there. Also, I did go up in the area of dumbbells, but usually by 1 or 2, sometimes 2 reps, but 1.5 reps, not as significantly noticed. I certainly noticed that I could hold my breath far longer, and that it was a lot easier to sing, because I would sing worship songs every week, where you let your voice just go out into a higher note and keep it going there, and then you need to get some more breath. Well, I didn't need to get more breath. I could just go all the way. So those are some of the things I noticed personally about the Earth Pulse. Now, I happened to look up on the internet and noticed when I typed in Earth Pulse scam, some people complaining about it. Oh, I got the wrong site here. Oh boy. I got other stuff up here right now. So I'm trying to find that particular one right here. Actually, I should tell you, this is my website here, helpsheal.com, and I better minimize myself while I'm showing it to you. This is helpsheal.com, and I have all the links to the scientific research here that backs up this device, as well as where you can purchase it. These links go to where you purchase it as well, and the 90-day money-back guarantee. I have lots of videos on it that I've done, And the 11th slide here is free to watch for free, and it's right here. It's 40 minutes on my experience using the Earth Pulse back at the beginning over 3.5 years ago when I created that video. So go to helpsheal.com where there are links to where you can purchase it. Now that's not Helps Heal on there. What's going on here? I got the right tab, and hold on, I'm going to just type in my site. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. How that was showing a different name there, I have no idea, but never seen that happen before. So you can see it's helpsheal.com. Lots of information there on it. Now, going to this site where when you type in Earth Pulse scam, what I noticed is there's one person that's making all these claims about all kinds of problems they had. And then at the bottom, they're trying to sell another device, a totally different, another pulsed electromagnetic device that is a mat one. Well, there's some real disadvantages to ones that emanate the waves through a mat, because there's usually a lot of different waves going out from different locations on the map, and they intersect each other, and this can cause hot spots and other problems. It's not as good, and who knows if it even has the square wave. There's some other fellow apparently that was selling it. He's complaining that they treated him really bad, but who knows, he may have done some things that were probably misrepresenting the company. I've never had a problem with them. They've been very good in all that my experience with them marketing this really great product, which they're very generous in what they give, and anyone that buys the product can sell the product. So, but I want to show you some of the validity of this product. First of all, to really counter some of these accusations. And a lot of these things happen because people don't know how to use the device properly. If you put it just right directly under your pillow, it may be too close. It certainly means the waves can't spread out throughout your whole body. So the effect will be less. The other thing, you should be putting it between the box spring and the mattress, so it spreads out throughout the whole body. The other thing is on the older ones like I have, because mine is 3.5 years, right? Oops, mine is 3.5 years. This wire can be it's a very special wire, very complex wire, and it can emanate certain things out of it that can affect some people. They have now fixed that with the newer devices. But the other thing is you don't want to twist it under the pillow back, because over time what happens if you keep it under your pillow like I did for a couple of years, it'll break, it'll fatigue. Then you got to pay money to get it fixed. There was a local electrician that did it for only $20 for me, but that's not easy to find someone like that. They're rare. So the other thing that happens to people is they are taking thyroid medication. And what happened is their return rate at one point was something like 14%, which was very high for the 90-day money-back guarantee. And what was discovered was that people that were taking thyroid medications, their thyroid was improving and they didn't need all that thyroid medication. So the thyroid medication was causing them to not be able to sleep because the body didn't need it, because the Earth Pulse was causing the thyroid to improve to the degree in some cases that people wouldn't even need the medication. So that's another benefit of this very effectual device that is based upon very solid science, because the two people that designed this device, and maybe I should bring myself up for a while I'm talking to you to full, the two people that designed this device are two highly qualified medical doctors as well as very good scientists. Dr. Robert O. Becker is the father of modern electromedicine. He's the one that invented this device. And then there's Dr. William Paluk, who is an MD in Canada as well as the United States and has taught at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. He did a lot of the design of the programs that are in this device. And so they knew about all the research done by the Russians and the Europeans and in the US here and NASA. And so they put the best frequencies in this that are healthy for you. So if you have frequencies that go above 15 hertz, then your body starts to give off the stress hormone cortisol, which has multifaceted damaging effects when it is given off when it shouldn't be given off. It's even called the death hormone. Now, another thing you should be aware of is that Dr. Robert Becker, the one that invented this device, was very keen about the 9.6 hertz frequency, and that's because he knew a man by the name of Dr. Robert Beck, who was a renowned scientist, who in the 1960s did an experiment where he put two full metal poles 20 feet down into the earth, and he used the proper equipment to measure any possible frequencies that would be coming out of the earth. And he discovered that there was a 9.6 hertz frequency. And later on, Dr. Robert Becker found that this frequency was a golden bell of health. And then later, NASA did an experiment because they're wanting to create the best conditions for their astronauts in outer space. And so there was an experiment done in 2003 called the Good One experiment by NASA. And this was a major and very powerful discovery. I will take you to that now, so I better minimize myself. I will take you to the NASA experiment that was done in 2003. Here's the actual NASA government site. I back everything up by facts on this device. I go to the actual scientific sources. So this PDF here, you can see it's the actual government site. Now, they found that this was a powerful golden bell of health. The 10 hertz frequency, which is basically the 9.6 that was discovered by Dr. Rob Beck back in the 60s. This frequency, they found, turned on 150 genes towards greater youthfulness in the body. It turned off 175 maturation genes that accelerate the aging process. That alone is extremely powerful. And so on this here, we have the test here. This is the paper. I'll take you to the statement there where it mentions this. It's 150 here, there. It's popped down right here. This is the paragraph that mentions about the 150 genes that were turned on, which are genes that contribute towards greater youthfulness, and the 175 genes that are maturation genes that accelerate the aging process. But there was many other things they discovered, not just this, that are very powerful, which I don't have time in this video to go into. So this product is very, very effective. And I just want to show you, that when you use this product, they have found that magnetic square waves are the most effective in training the brain into deep sleep. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have something like the thyroid medication I mentioned block the ability of this device to pull you into deep sleep, or some other situation. You just have to pinpoint what those things are. But it is very effective compared to sleep machines that emanate noise or emanate light. Far superior to them. The testing is evident because they have discovered this. If I take you to sleep benefits under one of the folders here, you have the University of Wisconsin and a sleep study here. They did experiments, it'll come up in a second. that showed that the magnetic stimulation was the most effective in training the brain into deep sleep. The same was done in a university in Germany here. Similar experiments showing that this was the most effective. So, you can have the light machines, the sound machines, and I'm sure they have their benefits. All of those things do contribute towards better sleep, but they're not anywhere near as powerful as what science shows this does. So when people, the few minority of people that complain about this, they really are not there's things that are causing them to experience problems that are not related to the device itself, basically. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you the guarantees and all of that, the money-back guarantee here. I want you to know about that. There is a 90-day satisfaction money-back guarantee. And I better make sure I'm minimized here. I think I am. Here it is. If our PEMF technology and methods fail to satisfactorily enhance sleep and mental, physical performance within 90 days, please, silly thing came up, please return it for a refund of purchase price. You must establish and maintain tech support for 3 weeks prior to return request, or a 10% restocking fee will apply. Well, that's a really generous, powerful guarantee, and a company's not going to do that if they don't have a product that really works that they believe in. They have a very low return rate on their money-back guarantee, somewhere around 3 to 4%. So, and they also give you a rebate if you hold your breath every day and record it for a month. Here's the site or the page on their site that shows all the rebates that are coming in every month of people who are able to hold their breath for way longer because they're using this device, and it is bathing them in that powerful, if they use that 9.6 hertz frequency, powerful anti-aging waves while they sleep. Now, if you're having a problem getting into sleep, you might not want to use that because that one is not going to train you into deep sleep. But there are programs on the Earth Pulse, and there are many of them here, that will, and the default program will entrain the brain into deep sleep. So there is so many things. All of these folders here are benefits that science has shown that with these frequencies that are in this device cause very powerful anti-aging benefits. There are so many areas, like for example, I have my mom here. She's sleeping in the other room. I've moved in here to help her. She's 95. And believe me, this is a really hard job I'm doing, helping her. Won't go into that. It's pretty gory. So, looking after them, going to the toilet and all that. Okay, so, but she was taking a drug for fluid retention because she was getting swelling in her ankles. Well, when I got her the Earth Pulse, I took her off that drug. She has never had swelling in her ankles for well over 3 years. Her ankles she doesn't ever have a problem with that because the Earth Pulse totally solved that problem in my mother. And that's very strong evidence. I mean, I have it right in front of me every day. And I know how badly her fluid retention was and her ankles, how swollen they were. So that's one of the many multifaceted benefits, and I could talk for hours about the many other things, blood circulation benefits because of the zeta charge that happens in the blood that causes the cells to space apart properly so it flows better. This device is earthing on steroids. If you know what earthing is, there are many very highly qualified cardiologists that promote earthing, which is where you walk with your bare feet on the grass or on the sand, but you have direct contact with the earth because that charge from the earth comes into your body and causes that zeta charge in the blood that causes the blood to have good quality. Well, the Earth Pulse is the same as earthing, except it's earthing on steroids. So there are many, many other benefits, which this video, I don't want it to be that long. I just want to show you that it is a very valid product that is very effective. And the few people, I did show you one other thing that I wanted to show you on the validity of this product, as opposed to the few people out there that are complaining under saying, oh, it doesn't, giving all this negative stuff, which they're not the majority. Here, for example, I'll show you this one. This is a Google, it's going to come up, it's going to be a Google reviews on Google. There's a 4.3 star rating. That's pretty good for 64 reviews on Google, because some people, they just don't know how to use it, or they got other problems in their body. So 4.3, I'd say, is very good. This is unbiased. What people's experience is, the odd one you see it doesn't work for. But the vast majority, they have a very good star rating. So I think this is a very good product to sell. And, if you want to sell it, you can be an affiliate under me too if you want. Just join through purchasing it from my site. It helps heal.com or sleepaid.biz.com. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll have other important discoveries to share with you that I come across that are really exceptional discoveries for longevity, or that are really beneficial in some other way. Thank you.